It's a beautiful day for softball here on the Pac-12 networks. Number 9 Stanford Cardinal and the Arizona State Sun Devils coming to you
early. I mean, look, the one bright spot through this stretch that I think on a lot of Arizona.
She started some games and hasn't been used in relief in others. Popped up. And that will be Price under it for the first out. So
what's so impressive about her is just the slugging percentage, highest, 513. She's really solid.
Chopped on field cleanly by Lissy. Throw to first will be in time. That will be Van Hook. So out number 2 recorded, so quick.
Is to keep that ball low and pound the zone with strikes. She's done both well so far through 2 hitters. Quality at bats in the 1 for 9 spots will eventually wear pitching staffs down.
Here in Tempe, Arizona, just under 100 degrees. Driven deep into center field, and that's gone. So just like that, after 2 outs, Eric Kaneshiro goes yard into center field, and it's 1-0 Stanford.
Well, we up in the zone truly, with a try to challenge a hitter up in the zone, I should say. And
you're used to playing here. You're used to kind of, the ball flying more. But as a pitcher, does that change how you? To Clements. Swung on back, and that will be caught cleanly by Marissa Schultz. So they're giving up a home. Arizona State. A lot of strong bats on their lineup here.
Good, just very consistent and keeps putting up consistent at bats time and time again.
That's one of them coming looking.
Have to pick up the ball out of the hand.
Payoff pitch swung and missed by Hill. So just like that, Kennedy with her first strikeout of the night comes swinging.
Strike.
Look here at how Stanford will line up defensively. As we said, Najee
been a strong piece of this offense. We talked at the top of the show tonight. 1 and 2. She's got a couple of pitches to waste if she wants.
So I'm going to drop in the gaps. That will be a leadoff. That will be a single for Yanni Acuna, not a leadoff.
A different animal in color when you're facing Kennedy and really just facing a
1 and 2. Swung on and missed for strikeout number 2, and just like that, it's
does a great job with that fastball upstairs and just blows you right by. Aggressive. 31 strikeouts on the season.
A 2 and 2 back up the middle. Acuna rounding third. So that and 2 strikeouts. Here comes set. And they will ring her up. That will be the 3rd strikeout.
Atkins Clements finding command and finding the zone is going to be crucial to her success the rest of the way. Defense as well.
Marissa Schultz has showed signs of confidence. That ball lined into left field will drop. So it will be a 2 last night. And the pitch. Swung on. That's going deep, and that will be gone. Make that a 2-run home run for Kylie Chung. And it's
fire, and it burned her there. Left that pitch kind of right over the heart of the plate. Allowed Chung to extend her hands and really get us that.
Schultz put in a bind for sure as Emily the 1 and 2. Swung on in left field. Harper will not be able to get their shelf field off the track. That will be extra bases for Schultz.
Can lift it in the left center field. That's a beautiful piece of 2-strike hitting right there.
Steal to the plate. First pitch, you'll see she'll bunt. Will be fielded cleanly by Schultz. Thrown on to first to Van Hook for his good. But that will
one back in the first. I don't necessarily know if I agree with the decision there. Bunting into the first.
Free out of the inning for Arizona State. That one caught by Rollin. The leaping jump. So just being Schultz. Emily Schultz. Late. Here's the pitch. And will result in a walk. So just like that, Mailer gets on.
Now, if you're Marissa Schultz, you have to be very careful, even though you already have 2 outs.
Swung on to left field. Harper has no problem getting under it, and that will record as a 3rd out. So Arizona's great visibility is it's 0-1 to Alexa Milius. He's batting .321 on the year. As the 3 and 2 line to Mailer at second, so that will be out number 1. Baseman. So that brings up Sarah Kinch. She was open. A home run and a double. That one skied high, but in the infield, Schultz will miss it. So that will be a single.
I think maybe the sun had a factor of it, but I don't really think so. I think she just whiffed it on it, really. You're supposed to always run to the spot of the ball first and then let your glove go out there. She let her glove lead, and so essentially that means you're just following a ball blindly and not really actually.
Still has no runs to Stanford's 3.
There's some polls out there that say Arizona State's the last team in, or right along the cusp of that, as there's another strikeout.
So Price will go down looking, and Arizona State strands another.
Big thing for her is going to be establishing the strikes. So we talked about for Marissa Scholl. Well, it's just going to be.
So Kaneshiro comes to the plate. She's 1 for 1 with a solo home run. That's
a weapon out of the bullpen for Bartlett.
So Arizona State at an even 500s. That one is popped into shallow infield, so Rollin will get under it easily. Brings Clements back up to plate. 0 for 1 with a line. First pitch CC's will be swung on. A little bit of a mistake there by Kayla Lisiech.
Keep the ball low in the strike zone right now. Let your defense back you up, or try to back.
You can do here. As Young gets a chance with the runner in scoring position. She'll bunt down the first base line. Fielded cleanly by Brown and thrown to Van Hook. It's not record the out at first.
Fundamentally put down up along that first base line. Eliminates any possibility of the third.
1 for 1 with a 2-run home run in the top of the second. Tried to get Clements running there at second base. Two media people, not sure if I like your chances. So drop third strikes, thrown over to Van Hook is easy. So Arizona State will get out of the inning with no for swinging hard, just going foul. We swung on for strike number 3. So Hill 0 for 2 and 2 swinging strikes now as she.
And she can easily punch you out. I mean, 132
on here for Arizona State. The 1-1. That's swung on hard. Well, not getting there as Gilded.
But it's now going to be up to just being very aggressive against
for Arizona State. The 0-2. Swung on back up the middle. Will not be able to get there as Gildesberg. That will be a 2-out single for Jack. That will be swung on for strike number 3. So Arizona State strands 1. Score
here. With Schultz already doubling, you know that you just have to keep the ball.
Easy for Schultz to lay off that. It's 3-1. And she'll take an opening walk on a free base.
Like, hey, if you're going to swing this pitch great, I'll take the strike back, make it a full count, and give me another opportunity here to get.
She's trying to change her line right now. That pitch she'll see will be fielded cleanly by Price. Thrown over to Van Hook for out number 1. But Schultz will advance. She popped out to second base in her first appearance. Popped down to fielder. So he swung on into center field. Hill will get there. Nice relay throw into Bacano at home. But it will be a double.
Schultz would probably be able to score on it if it was a little bit softer, but because of how hard it was hit off.
So the 2-1 to her. In the dirt. That's going to allow Schultz to score with ease. She'll slide in.
Yeah, and we've just seen right there, back-to-back just play.
Brown delivers. Inside, so runner that will generate runners on the corners.
Taylor. And it was probably a pitch that's too close to comfort to take law, and that's what Bacano's telling her right now.
So Bacano not be able to catch that one. That allows Chan to score easily. I'm told. He's good at second base, so great piece of heads-up base running there on all fronts. Brown cannot find. We'll see what Brown goes to here. Here's the pitch. Swung, and that will get past Price at third. 1 run will score. And 2 runs will for Kaneshiro, so she keeps generating runs for Stanford.
She's playing game holder right now. I mean, Stanford's a run and then 6.
We're back to 1-1, and Elenado
try to build some confidence and help with the lead.
And she'll go down on strike. So strikeout number 2. And Emily Young, the shortstop, right-hander, back forth, but they have to get 1 more out to do it. There's the pitch, skied into center field. Hill able to track it down with ease. So there's the out Arizona State needs, but not until they give up 4 runs. It's in the circle.
For Kennedy, she's thrown as many pitches in this start as she did last night in relief.
Popped high into left as Young will be able to get under that and shallow left field.
Yeah, and that's a great start there for Kennedy now because, like I said, she threw 50 pitches. That's dirty.
And she'll take a pitch inside for strike number 3, so she'll strike out one back. And
I mean, Kennedy's ability to bend that one on the inside.
they should be. Here's the 1-2. And he says it hit her. Vicanio stood there actually. Didn't look. Alistair, she kind of walked out of the bullpen and had a little bit of a brief conversation. Pulling your patented grab and tuck method. And Lissy will swing for strike number 3, so she'll go down on strikes, and Arizona State strands. So we have a pinch hitter for Stanford. And she will take a walk. Left field extending into center and a little bit in right, but
Kenzie Brown, you can't play around.
Swung on. That will be fielded easily by McKenna Harper out there in left field. Chung will stay at first. 0 for 1 with a sac bunt and a fielder's steal. Swung on. That will be fielded cleanly by Lacey. Tries to throw Van Hook at first. Not in time, so it's back. Made her way to second base, and now we'll trot back to first.
It's at home right now.
I'm sure everyone loves that one. Swung on. We'll get through the gap of Rollin and Van Hook. That will be a 2-out single. Roll. That's 8 after 5.
And while we're at it, 10's at the dish.
The 1-2. Swung on this one to make contact and play. Fielded cleanly by Hill. Rounding third. And Stanford will score with one more run. And Kylie Chung around to score.
And the big thing is, man, that's the type of at-bat in which the hitter deserves.
You can do here with runners in scoring positions. The 0-1. Swung on into center field. Hill tracks it cleanly and we'll get to it. So Stanford scores 1, make it 8.
So if I'm Acuna here, I'm sitting fastball. Doctor surprise just be.
And there's the pitch. High. So that will give Yaya a walk. She was brought in for Arizona State. 1 runner on. Jazz Hill a great bat.
That is unfortunate.
That is. The 1-2 grounded softly to first base. Schultz will get there. So we'll advance Yaya, but for 1 out. I was like, sure, I'll take a box of candy. So I'd be out running behind the stadium, dodging in. So Kevin, did you take the styrofoam cup, look at it, and go, can I get my baseball back?
I wish I did.
How old were you?
I was in
about the baseball, and really, Kevin, I can't blame you. So rolling 1 for the 2 on her day.
My dad was like, make sure you have your cup, and I just lost it.
That's sad. Swung on, going back, and that one, leaping grab. Chan tries to get it at the wall. She will not be able to get there, so Chan made a leaping stop there in left field, but couldn't quite get there. And
moment took a home run away. I mean, the way she timed up her jump perfectly. I mean, perfect.
Just kidding. So just like that, Stanford has someone warming up in the bullpen. However, Chan will be able to get the strikeout there
too. And you now got to play miracle catch-up here.
Or pardon me, 1 run inning, last inning. That one popped up to Kayla Lissy at short, so Arizona State with one out right away. 46 games played. I started 44 of them this year. Of course, I'm not a pilot. Maybe there's things I don't know. Either way, Choppered fielded cleanly by Van Hook for out number 2.
Like, she's done everything that she's been asked to do at the plate.
That will be skied into shallow left field. Price gets under it easy to retire the innings. Arizona State, if only committed 1 after committing 3 last night. However, in the bottom of the 6th. And she will get hit by a pitch. Catches it off about the right shoulder there. And she puts on the oven mitt at first and receives a big round of 0 for 2 on her day with a line on a strikeout. She'll come in with no out. A pitch. Swung on back. That will go past a driving shortstop of Young. It will be a no out RBI for Stanford. They go with Alana Votter. See her. The 2-2 swung on and missed for strike 3. So take that 2 outs as Shannon Cunningham goes for Lissy. And this is still Savannah Price. Harper at third, Milius at second. Swung on, that's high, but not very deep. As easily under it is Young.
Been a great night for her, like you said, that 2-run home run really had a night, but she...
Arizona State trying to keep everything they can to stay alive as that one skied in the left field. However, Harper will get under it and record an out with
as well, and on that drop ball right there, it's...
Deals high, right back to Harper again. She's under it with ease and a can of corn for out number 2.
This is the definition of a hitter's park. So anything in the air, I mean, pretty much normal positioning for an out.
Coaching staff was hit or miss, so went and played golf. Fielded cleanly by Price at third, thrown over to Van Hook. So that'll be 3 outs recorded easily for Arizona State. Never here out west, and yeah, maybe a little bit in California. So student clubs, WCSN here at Arizona State. Bopped up into shallow right field. Mailer on the grass is able to get 1-2 to Cunha. Swung on, choppered back, fielded cleanly by Schultz. And she'll step on the bag to record out number 2. So Arizona State's been putting in some pitch hitters. We'll see if that changes. That shot's back. That'll fall in the gap between Chan and Gindisberg. To left center field. Have been top notch. They're going to need to keep that going. The 3-1, that will generate a walk for Jazz Rowland. At bats. That brings up Van Hook. That's 1-2, a single and a strike. So 0-2. Pitch in there, swung deep, but not deep enough as about mid left field. Chaney RBIs. It's tied with Jazz Hill, who also has 18. The 1-2. Choppered fielded cleanly by Young. She'll throw over to Schultz at first, and that will be the game for Stanford. Felt like, and that couple spare seconds in the throw over to Schultz might just be the difference between this game being over and